What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Got a few people waiting already. King B Arts, Jeremy, Enrique, hello. Thanks for tuning in. So, yeah. Just got to do the sketch here. I need a few things. My brushes. I was pretty much prepared. Got my palette right here. Got my brushes. Probably won't even need all those. Okay. There we go. Let's focus the camera here. How's everybody doing? What's going on, Lane? Yeah, hopefully this will be a good one. Let's hope it's a good one. Hello, German V. What's happening? Amanda, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so here's the reference. Sure as most of you guys have seen that if you guys were waiting. This is the reference. Thought it was pretty cool. I'm just gonna do a small little painting here today. Something nice and easy to start the week off, hopefully. We'll see. Not exactly the easiest thing, but we'll see. Oh, that's cool, Terry. You visited this castle. How is it? Is it as cool as it looks? Let's see, I think I want the top of it way up here. So this could be the trees. So I'm just going to try the trees back here. And then the castle kind of busts through the top here. Yeah, I saw a lot of photos of this one. Looks like a really cool castle. I got a few other photos that I might paint in the future as well. So yeah, this looks like a really cool castle in Germany. So I'm going to try not to get bogged down in all these details. Just like always, try to keep it loose, but still recognizable, hopefully. I drew this a little too long, but I kind of like it. Kind of like it accentuating the height of it. Kind of like that really long building right here. It's kind of cool. I'll just keep it. Technically, it's not correct, but I like it. So, windows and stuff. Figure that out later. Hmm. Wow, you walk through the forest to get to this castle. Yeah, that's really cool. I was looking at it on Google a little while ago, like Google Maps, and you could see like photos from people that have been there and the photos they take. Looks really cool. But this is a free photo I can use. So, yeah, luckily on unsplash.com where you can use photos for free, there's like a ton of this castle. Seems like a popular place. for photos. Okay, I think that's detailed enough. Don't really know what's going on. This building is rounded right here. It's pretty interesting. I'll just make this whole thing rounded, coming down. Okay. It's gonna kind of melt into the ground a little bit. Also got some building back here. Oh, we got some nice angles. Really like the angles of everything here. That's a good sketch. I almost want to drop the trees down a little bit just to bring the castle out even more. But I don't know if that would look better or not. I like that. No, no, no. Not right there. It's a tangent with the roof. Let's keep it right here, I guess. It's good. It's good. It's good, I think. What's going on, Matthias? Thanks for tuning in. Lane. Who should sponsor me? Um, uh, okay, yeah, I think, hey, I don't know, my cat's meowing at. She's going crazy right now, running around wild. Trying to do some painting in here. All right, guess we start the painting now, folks. Oh, Unsplash, yeah, they should sponsor me, right? Yeah, you're right. See what you're saying. This video is sponsored by SchaeferFineArt.com. Please be sure to check out my website. Um, got some watercolors like the one you're about to see me paint right now. And a little bit bigger, of course. Got some bigger watercolors on there, like 9 by 12. Not too big, but got some pen and ink drawings as well. Definitely check all that out. And if you like the stream, as always, be sure to check out my music on my Bandcamp page or donate to me, whatever. I got links on there. Check it all out, folks. Check it out. Okay. Much appreciated. That way, if this painting ends up being a disaster, you can guys check out my website and see, like, I can do decent work, It's just sometimes, some bad days where it doesn't really work out. But it's not always the case. So this one, it's going to be challenging because we look at the lighting of it. We got overcast lighting. There's no real shadows anywhere on this other than, other than nowhere. So it's a challenging thing, there's shadow here on the ground for this cliff or whatever. Doesn't really help much for anything. It doesn't really give much form to anything. There's a shadow here under this bridge. That's about it. Everything else, the shadows are just, yeah, no, there's not really any dark stuff other than just there's a little bit of shadow here. It gets a little bit darker, slightly, but yeah. Hello, how's it going? You know, there's a little bit of white on some of the castle. I don't know if I'm going to leave that or not. I'll try. I'll try to leave some of these little white areas, but no guarantee. Would I maybe want to change the lighting? No, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I love the what the blah, 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 I can't talk. The thing that drew me to this scene is the color harmony, right? So I really love the greens, cooler greens against the warmer browns and oranges with the grayer roof, kind of the cool gray roof. So that's what I really want to capture, you know, and I think don't want to change the lighting, at least for this painting. So we'll get into it here. Let's see, with my brushes, going to use some ivory black in this painting. Just an easy way to get a nice gray, and use a little bit of ultramarine blue to cool it down. A little bit of transparent red oxide to warm it up, you know, just get some grays going. Maybe even Viridian. So that harmonizes with the greens I'm going to put in and stuff. But really gray, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's going to harmonize. Okay. So let's go for it. Let's put some washes down. I'm going to wash right over the roof. It's kind of a similar color. It's going to be darker than the sky, of course, but pretty similar. Get some cool green going. Cool green mixture. Especially for the background back here, you know, we get cool greens in there. Let's even add, let's have a little fun with it. A little bit of purples and stuff. Maybe slightly warmer to the foreground. Some of the greens. Yeah, there's no magic to the palette, you know. Hi from Germany. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Got a castle from your country. Got a nice little castle from your country going on here. Yeah, there's no magic to the palette, you know. It's just mixing up a bunch of gray colors, a bunch of browns and stuff. Trying to get all these to bleed together, but guess I was a little too late. What am I doing here? Let's see. That's I missed a line here. I think I did. It's not a big deal, but kind of a big deal. No, I never know how any of these paintings are gonna go. Everyone is like so different. The way I start them and do them, it's just like never know what I'm gonna get. Kind of lost my drawing up here. Can't really see where the tops of them went. Top of the just making it up. Yeah, we just make it up, I guess. No big deal. No big deal for me. Not worried. And the blue wrench group. What's going on, everybody? What do you think of this painting so far? Got a little bleed there. That was unfortunate, but it's all right. We just keep it, you know. It'll add something in the end, you know, be some kind of cloud or whatever. You know, we just leave it. Don't touch it. Just be confident about it, you know. Just had added too much water into the damp paper, so it created this like backwash. So let's dry this first layer using my little handy fan here. So dry pretty quickly. So yeah, sometimes those kinds of things, like small thing here, thing, sometimes it gives a character, even though sometimes it's too harsh or maybe it's not what you were going for, but to me, I like to be painterly. I like to just sometimes let it do what it's going to do. And, you know, yeah, exactly, Nathan. I was just talking about blooms last painting stream, but, you know, this one, yeah, not a big deal. Not too worried. Sometimes you just let it happen. And I kind of like left a lot of white spots intentionally. Like some of this is for the building where it's white, those little, I'm going to add some red onto that possibly, little dots of red and stuff. There's a little bit of red accents on the building, so I might put those in. It's kind of cool. But I did leave some of this white intentionally just to give it a sketchier look. I wish I would have left some of it more up there as well, but we'll see in the end if this little white spot sometimes just add like some kind of sketchiness to it, that I really love, like a fresh look. So this is the first layer, believe it or not. Usually something like this would be like probably 2 layers, yeah. As dark as I did it and the way that I did it. But this next layer, probably darken a few things, do some line work, some windows, little red accents, some shadowing. There are some darker areas of the building. Up here it's a little darker, darker up there. Um, I'll probably keep the trees just disappeared in the background and try to strengthen the line, possibly. Maybe darken some of the trees here and just bleed it upward so that it disappears. So I really want the sharpness of this castle to come forward. It's my hope. So I might need to make, because I made the sky really dark compared to the photo and stuff. So I'm going to darken a lot of the values here just a little bit so it'll pop out from the background. It's my thought. It's my thought process. In case you're wondering. I really look like Linus Tech Tips. I'm not sure. What is Linus Tech? Who is Linus Tech Tips? I'll have to check that out. Hmm. All right. Yeah, I think a stronger castle moving forward, it'll really give, and the cools back here will really, yeah, help this thing. So, um, where do we start? Where do we start now? I guess I can zoom this in a little bit for you guys. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe we start up here, kind of bring some of those forward. I can keep some of those completely just gone the way they are, you know? But I can also, uh, sorry, folks, trying to get an interesting color here. There we go. Let's see. See what happens here. See what ends up looking like. So it's pretty dark. It's pretty dark. Don't know if I want to go that dark. Let me squint at it. So this one is kind of dark actually. So this little roof here. Yeah, maybe it's necessary to bring some of that out. Just a little bit darker. I don't know. We're gonna have some interesting values going on here. Uh, I know that. I can tell already. Just with the way I made everything dark. So everything's gonna be just a little bit darker. But all right. Usually, usually stuff with overcast scenes like this, stuff's a little bit darker anyway. Because you're getting everything is like reflected light, from the clouds and stuff. It's all bouncing around, so it's like a giant softbox. You're not getting like direct sunlight, so it's not gonna be as bright. That's my justification anyway for these really dark, kind of dark roofs and stuff. And I'm just trying not to overwork it. I'm trying to just put some strokes down and leave it, just strokes down and leave it. Just be confident. Just be confident about it. Oh, getting a lot of glare though. It's really hard to see what I'm doing. Darken up some of the building, I guess. Try to move on to that just slightly. Don't want to go too dark on the building. I kind of like where it's at, but just need a little more. Some of these areas need just need a little more something. But I'm gonna have to darken the foreground, no doubt. Soften some of that. Don't get me started about the brushes, yeah. Uh, This is 6 by 8, but then I have it taped with 3/4 inch tape, so it's like, yeah, uh, so six, like five something by seven something, I guess. It's pretty small. This one's pretty small today, you know. I just Usually if I do a vertical, I do it a little bit smaller sometimes, you know. Not always, but just fits better on the screen. And today I just wasn't in the mood to conquer something a bit larger, like a 9 by 12, to be honest. So I just went with something a bit smaller. Yeah, the painting's small, but not the brushes. Yeah, exactly. Good observation. Okay, let's I don't want to go too dark with these because they're actually not that dark when I squint. Trying to soften some of those. Yeah. Gotta be careful not to overdo this one because I really like how it's looking, and it's really easy to do too much. It's easy to do too much. I want that kind of fresh look to this thing. So A little big. Sorry, we'll just make that into something. Yeah, it's coming out pretty good, I think. I think we just need some darker things in the foreground, maybe slightly back here. A little bit darker and faded upward, and I think it's pretty good, you know. If I want, I'm gonna see. I want too strong. Try to turn it down a little bit. But yeah, I can put some. You can see it. Basically some red accents on here. It's kind of nice, actually. I kind of like it. And I might just invent a little bit more of them than what's really there, but it's kind of cool. Don't want to overdo it, but being able to put it a lot of places kind of makes it harmonize a bit more, you know? There's more harmony to the overall scene. Oh, there is some red back here, actually. Oh, yeah, there we go. It's kind of cool. Too much there. It's too much. Try to get some of that off. Maybe we could put some gray into that slightly. There we go. Not bad. Okay. Let's not worry about it too much. Let's just go to the trees. Looks worse on camera, but there we go. Salvaged. Yeah. I don't know why that looks so red on camera. It's so weird. It's not that red at all right here. This looks like so red on camera. Let's do these trees because that's what's gonna help give this thing more you know, strength to it, I think. Really like the little red accents. It came out pretty well. Almost overdid it. Almost went too crazy, but I saved it. I saved it. I think, wonder if I should still keep these cooler. I think so. There we go. Okay. Why did I mix up yellow into that? Maybe a little bit. Oh, too much, too much. Purple. Don't worry, it's not crazy. Not too crazy. That'll help to slightly soften these some things here. Sorry to hear you got some lagging there, Lane. That's annoying. I know how that can be. It's definitely annoying. What's left? I don't know. Hopefully not much more. Let me dry it real quick. Gotta see what it looks like when it's dry. Otherwise, I'm kind of judging it, and I don't really know what it looks like. Got my table all wet here. It's pretty close. I mean, it's pretty close to what I thought. Maybe I don't know. Let's see. Some shading on the dark sides, maybe. Yeah. What dark sides? That's the thing. I mean, if you look at the reference photo, I mean, even the very frontmost building there, the two sides of the building are like same color. It's so weird. Like this building here, like it's literally the side and the front, and then we look at it on the photo, it's the same exact color. It's just so crazy how the lighting on this thing, it's like we need some differentiation, you know? I might make that front side a little bit darker because it's darker here, like front. This whole side I'll keep lighter and then just darken this front plane, I think. I don't know. I mean, it feels like I need some kind of rounding to it, you know? There's got to be something there. Otherwise, it just looks weird. Looks very weird. But overall, I mean, not bad. I mean, you can tell what it is. Like, decent effort, decent little sketch, you know, I think. Um, yeah, exactly. The camera. Artist's worst memory. Memory. What am I saying? Artist's worst enemy. Enemy, not memory. Eminimini. Sun could be at 12 noon. Well, there's no sun, exactly. It's just it's a cloudy day. So the light's just coming poosh, just down. What's going on, Brian? Thanks for tuning in. Uh, Yeah, I don't know. I'll put a slight glaze on that front building. Just very so slight. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that even like did anything. If anything, it just looks more weird now. But yeah, too afraid to do like that. But there is like some dark right here on the building and maybe right here. Like it kind of shows like could help to show the different planes. So we could try that, like some stuff here, like that. Does that help bring this thing forward a little bit? Yeah. Could even go slightly darker with it right there. Maybe same thing right here too. So maybe that helps. That helps with like different levels of the building, planes and things that's occurring. You know, we just need like some subtle things. You know, it's almost like I'm trying not to look at the photo anymore as much. You know, it's more like I need to determine what does this painting need? What does the painting need? Come on. Needs this to be a little softer. It's kind of distracting to me. Hmm. Sell it. Yeah. This one will be for sale up on my website after the stream is over. So once I take the tape off and sign it, whatever, and you guys can check it out over on my website. You know, got pen and ink drawings and watercolors and stuff. So yeah, definitely. Also, if you're here right now, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, folks. Hit the like button right now, please, to help support the channel. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. What do you guys think? This is a nice, that little background there really helps. This kind of helps a little bit as well. We're kind of losing the roof here with against this background. So either I should darken the background a little bit or darken the roof slightly. Only thing I can do is darken, so maybe the background, I mean, I could lighten some things, but it's going to be easier to darken, I feel. Try to, nothing too detailed, you know, I don't want to get too sharp or detailed. I want it to look organic and fresh. Maybe that helped. Maybe. One other line, I think, kind of differentiate what's going on here. I don't know if it really matters, but I'm gonna put it in anyway. It's like a little, this is actually the top of this thing. Side of that little building right there. Well, side of it. Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's not really making a difference. Can you full screen the reference image for a second? Okay. 3, 2, 1. 1 second. There we go. What's going on, Cubs win? Thanks for tuning in, even if you are late. No worries. Nathan says, looks good. I like the transition from cool green to warmer green in the foreground. Yeah, I tried to be a little better with the transitions here in the color. You guys know what it's missing, right? I mean, we all know. We all know at this point. Don't gild the lily. What does that mean? Like the lily's already nice looking, you know, you don't really have to mess with it. We all know what's missing, right? So let's just do it. Let's just do it. Because I did it earlier, but they disappeared. So now's the time. Let's bring them back. They want to be there. Just a few of them. Not a lot. Maybe a lot. A lot a bit. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of texture there. I like that. Down there at the bottom of the castle. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Peggy. Thanks for tuning in on Facebook. Also, Dorian as well. Glad you love the sky, Dorian. Thanks for tuning in. Getting fans from all the other audiences. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Streaming on all three. Yep, you guys got it. Lane and Kim. Splatter. Exactly. Some splattering. Thank you, Kim, for supporting the channel, being a supporter. Really appreciate it. Supporting me monthly here on YouTube. It's not very expensive, you know. It's only, I think it's like $1.99, $2.99 a month or something. Nora as well, and my mom. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I mean, what else is there to add? I don't really think nothing really. You know, I actually drew in this chimney and I left it out. That's why there's like this weird blank space there. It's kind of interesting. We'll have to like, let's paint something in there. I think it'll help it a little bit. Even if it's a little bit darker. Just having something there. Something like that. Done. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I think we peel the tape off here, folks. You know, there's still a few things weird about it, but you know, we roll with it. I think we just roll with it. Can't be perfect, you know, but it could be pretty good. Looks pretty good. I think anyway. Let's see what we got. Add your name. Well, I will try. Going to. Got to see if it's finished first. There you go. What do you guys think? Not bad. Not bad. It's funny how when I look out on the screen, there's things that bother me, but then when I look at it in person, they don't bother me. So what is up with that? That's weird. Like this little dark area here, like when I look at it on the screen, it really bothers me. But when I look at it in person, it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really bother me. There's only all I could do is just slightly add a little bit something to that. But now it looks so dark on the screen. It's so crazy how dark it looks on there. There we go. Just needed some softness, softening there. Anyway, now it's done. That's what it needed. That's all it needed. Okay. Not bad. Not a bad painting, you know, not like the greatest work of art or anything, but not a little bad effort for 58 minutes. So when you frame it, you will love it. Well, I'm not going to frame it. It's not for me. Can you hold it up after the tape reveal? Yes, I can. The blooms worked well for it too. Yeah, I think so. I think these blooms kind of gives it a little something. Thank you, Uncle Bosco. The colors work perfectly and the background really supports the area of focus. Well done, Brandon. Thank you. Greatly appreciated. Those turrets seem so dark at first. Watercolor always lightens. Yeah, these seemed really dark at first, right? But we darkened everything else, you know? That's the thing. We kind of like, but yeah, once it dried, it's like, it's just because when has water in it and it's wet, it looks so much darker, you know? But it's not the case. Oh, I'll hold it up. My mom wanted me to hold it up. There we go. So there it is. Looks a little chaotic, huh? It's a little chaotic. It still bothers me. There's one thing that bothers me. I hate that this building doesn't have like a line for the corner or like a line for something. That is really annoying. But I feel like if I put a line there, it'll be too much. But it's completely rounded because of this turret. It's like it's round. It's a rounded corner. So do I put that in like these kind of these really small lines like bloop bloop? You know, it's like it just looks so weird. But I kind of like that blank area because the rest of it's so there's almost like too many windows, you know. But I love this kind of like blank area as well. So I'm kind of like torn, you know. I don't want to add too much because then it's like too much. But thank you, Nora. Yeah, I one day I'm gonna make a little book of all my small watercolors, like my plein air ones. I really would love to do a book of my plein air sketches, but I need to start doing more plein air. You know, use shadow, not line. Man, I tried using a shadow, but I didn't like it. I shadowed this whole front side and I got rid of it because I didn't like it. But I see what you're saying. You mean like a softer kind of shadowy line to show the roundness of the form or something? Have you any books out at the moment? No, I don't have any books. No. I have no books, but I don't even know how to go about getting a book of my own work. I don't know how to do that anyway. From a distance, you won't see all the separations, so not having a line there is good. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a plein air book would really be cool. Exactly, Dorian. I agree. Maybe lay the same color down for the line. I think I leave it. You know, when I look at it, I think it's just done. I think it's done. I think it just needs a signature down here somewhere, somehow. There we go. Nathan said it. Nathan said it. Leave it. Just leave it. I agree. The more you keep messing with it, you know, it's just like potential for ruining it. So, and I like how it is. I think in like in 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours when I look back at it, I'm gonna like it. You know, just like that painting the other day. I did that watercolor last week, the one that I thought was a disaster and all that, and then I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, this one's actually not that bad. It's like, what was I thinking? I just get a little crazy, you know, during the stream. It happens. Mixing up some color here, folks. Trying to for the signature. That's all. I'm gonna use a small brush for once. Number 2 round. So yeah, that's true, Romer, if that's how you say your name. Apologize if I mess up your name, but yeah, he said no lines. Then we would have to look for places for other lines. Yeah, see that's the thing too. I need to remember that I gotta let the viewer fill some of the details in. You know, like that's the whole point of it. You want like some kind of interaction. You know, you want their brain to. If everything's already there, it's kind of like, meh, you know, like oh that's nice, but you don't really. There's no interaction. Okay, let me focus here. Try to get this to look decent and not too big. You guys see that? There's a big glare on it, but it's there. It's there. And there we go. And quickly dry that. Yep, don't want to regret it. Exactly, exactly. You know, I almost think I put too many windows in here. When I was doing these up here, I was like, ah, it's too many, but I went for it. I just went for it. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Romer. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for all your thoughts and everything. It's pretty helpful, you know? Pretty helpful. You guys help me create great art, believe it or not. So you guys help me turn my crappy ones into better pieces, you know, trying to fix them and problem solve. It's always good. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's not bad. It's really not bad. Now that I look at it, it's good. It's good. I like it. I like the colors. I like the little bits of purple I put in there. It's really nice. Probably hard for you guys to see, but you know, there is some nice purples in there. Oh, yeah, you guys can see that. Nice purples, a little bit of blues to go with the roof. Maybe too blue there, but not bad. Really shows some distance. Cool against this warm. You know, not bad. Not too bad. How many hours a day do you practice, sir? This is the only time I practice. This is almost literally the only time I create art now is when I do these live streams. And um, you know, I might start drawing a little bit more, possibly if I have time, but I really just I have so much stuff going on. I don't even have time to do art otherwise. This is the only time I practice. Like 1 hour, maybe. So yeah. Yeah, really good mood. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I kind of like not, I really like that the trees just like bled into the sky. It's really cool. Um, it's definitely different. Definitely different. And the building kind of melts into the trees here in the background. It's pretty nice. Anyway, um, yeah. Like I said, folks, if you're in here, please be sure to hit the like button if you like what you saw today, if you like this painting, or if you like anything about these streams, hit the like button. And be sure to check out my website, man. I got other paintings on there and stuff. Always adding more. I have a ton more I need to add, actually. Kind of slacking on that. But I have a lot more stuff, pen and ink drawings, got a lot of stuff to add in the future. And you can donate, support the channel. I got a Patreon page, got a Bandcamp page where I make music. Be sure to check that out as well. It's on the support page on my website, schaeferfineart.com. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'm probably going to get off here and eat some dinner and try to relax, get some other stuff done. And that's about it. So have a good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll try to stream it again tomorrow. We'll do like pen and ink drawing of some kind of animal or something, possibly. And thanks, Uncle Bosco. He says, thanks for sharing, Brandon. The fact this was an hour from blank paper to signature is amazing. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You know what? Yeah, it probably took me what, 10 minutes to draw it, and I've been streaming an hour and 9 minutes. So the actual painting time is a lot less, probably 45 minutes, because a few minutes I was sitting there drawing it, talking like I'm doing now. So actual painting time, 45 minutes for a little sketch. Normally, if I do plein air outside, I mean, I've done little sketches like this size. I've done little sketches like that in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, really quick. Sometimes probably quicker. I've done some sunsets and stuff that were just like so quick, like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But kind of building like this, something, this was a little more in depth. There was one, I want to show you guys real quick if anyone's interested in my plein air sketches. I got a cool building that I painted. It was actually someone's house. It was a little structure on their house, this little turret kind of thing. And that one took me about 45 minutes to paint. It was in the evening one time. Let me grab it real quick because it's cool to, I think it'd be cool to like look at this one and compare them to like my past plein air work. You know what I mean? We could do that for like 5 minutes real quick. Hold on. So, so this will be seeing these plein air sketches. They're pretty much the same size, maybe a little smaller. Let me see. I got so many of them. I got a whole stack here. Look at this. Got a whole stack of plein air sketches from each one of these has like 15 pages. So I got over 100 sketches right here, plein air. Um, Starting in 2018, England, 2018, like August. Uh, let's see. I think it's this one. September to November 2018. So I filled up this whole sketchbook from September to November. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's still here watching, but is this one with the house in it? I don't think it is. Yeah, this was this isn't the one I'm talking about, but this was a little barn silo covered in ivy on the UC Davis campus. Let me see. This is not the right one. Sorry, folks. Yeah, here's a cool sunset I did in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Probably to this day, this is still my favorite sunset I've ever painted. Just the intensity of it and the colors and everything. I love it. I love it. I haven't been able to get a sunset that good since 2018, and I've painted a lot of sunsets since then. Where is this one? Mammoth Lakes, Davis, maybe December 2018. Yeah, this is one. These are probably my peak plein air ones. These were so good. These are watercolor plein air. Yeah, these are watercolor plein air that I did on location. You know, I always write down like where I was and the date I did it. It's kind of what I do. And I use tape as well. I get a nice clean edge most of the time. So these are probably my best plein air paintings. Little goose in the pond. There's a whole bunch of geese in the pond. That was pretty challenging. Where is this house? I don't think this is it either. Eh. Sorry, folks. I'm looking for this one particular. Here's a study in greens. A little summer sketch in June. Yeah, so all these, you know, these take like between 20 minutes to 40 minutes, you know. A lot of them are pretty quick, you know, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Darn it, where is that one? I know it's in I know it's one of my Davis sketchbooks when I was in Davis, California. Those are two Davis ones. This one's Davis as well. Shoot, this one's Davis as well. I got too many. Okay, yeah, it's probably one of these two. Probably this one, June to October 2019. That seems right. Yep, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. So this one, you know, you can see it's similar size to the painting today. Similar size in the paint and similar time I spent painting this one. And you can clearly see the difference in the lighting. You know, this one's much warmer, sunlight, it's lighter. This one is darker, just gloomier day, you know. So but I just thought about this one because it has this turret on this person's house and just the amount of time it took me. You know, this was like a 45-minute, but it probably took me a while to draw this thing out and measure it as well. But this was like 45, 50 minutes, pretty much same as this one. So imagine that. Yeah, some of these are bad, you know, not that great. Not that great. Not that great. Yeah, I struggle for a while sometimes with certain subjects. Looks like I forgot to put a lot of the date on these. Yeah, this sketchbook I didn't label. Sunset. Anyway, guys, that's probably one of my favorite sunsets as well. Colors and stuff. Anyway, guys, that's about it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you enjoyed seeing these. But yeah, I really would love to make a little book in a few years, maybe after I do some plein air for like 5 years or something, you know, and I have a bunch of little sketchbooks filled up like this, a bunch more. I'll make like, start to put together a little book. It'd be cool to have a book that's like maybe 8 by 10 or 7 by 10. You know, we can go here. Like, it'd be cool to have a book that's like 8 by 10, 7 by 10, and be able to print the sketches at real size. So literally like scan the page or take a photo of it and put it in the book the exact same size that it actually is. So when you guys, whoever buys the book and looks at them, it would be cool to like, you know, this is all these sketches are actual size. So it'd have to be a little bit bigger book because I started doing larger sketchbooks now. So now I'm doing 7 by 10 instead of 5 by 7. And I like this size. This is a really great size to do, you know, really great paintings there. Probably one of my favorite landscapes from last year I did. So yeah, it's funny, Nate, you don't seem like the sketcher type, Nathan. You don't seem like the sketcher type. That's what I love to do. I love this. I don't like, it's funny, like you'd like to do the real finished paintings and big paintings. I like to do the small sketches. It's like, it's funny how it's like so opposite, you know? I like to do all the planning and stuff for the paintings, but I don't ever like to actually paint them. Let me see if there's any other good ones in here. This is probably another favorite I did last year. A little sunset. Still not that great, but oh, here we go. This one's a good one. Southern California, little house up on a hill. Laguna Niguel. Another sunset. Always trying these sunsets, you know. So difficult. Because when you look at the sun, you get blinded and then you can't see what you're mixing. It's like, it's so crazy. That's true. You're a planner too. You really have to plan those big pieces. That's true. I don't really plan anything. I just jump into it. I don't really plan it. I try to plan it mentally, but I was just saying people normally do these little sketches as like plans, you know? It's like that's all I ever do is like these little plans for a big painting or like an a draft, but I never actually do a big painting. Uh Here's some cacti. Not that great, but Cubs Win asks, what brand of sketchbooks am I using now? Well, these are custom made sketchbooks that you can I get them on eBay. So they're not a particular brand. They're completely blank. They're just wire bound with Arches cold press paper, and they have this little band. At least these do. They kind of changed them recently. I don't know if they're a little more expensive now. I haven't really bought one recently. I still have a few blank ones left. Um, Thanks, Uncle Bosco. Yeah, I don't have a book yet. It's gonna be a little while, but I appreciate you being interested in it. But it'd be cool to do. It'd be cool to do the book of all my animal pen and ink drawings as well. I mean, what do you guys would think about that? Like have a book of all the toned, uh, you know, little animal drawings that I do. That would be cool too. Have like one book of each. But yeah. So these are on eBay. If you search the user, what's the user's name on there? RAN 2424. If you search for them, I think that's their name. RAN 2424. They used to sell. I haven't checked in like a year, but they sell these custom watercolor sketchbooks. If you just type in like Arches watercolor sketchbook, these will probably come up on eBay. So that's where I get them. Um, and I really love them. I love the quality of them. It's worth it to me. So Master says you have plenty of material to scan for books. Do it by seasons, maybe based on what colors are more prevalent in each season. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do it in seasons or anything, but because there were some times where I didn't even paint in winter. I didn't paint at all, so I don't really have enough. Oh, glad to hear, Cubs, when you found them. Yeah, exactly. So that's where I get my sketchbooks from. I checked them last year, and they started putting like way more higher quality board on the front and everything. I don't really care about that, but they kind of increased the price because of that. They used to be a little bit cheaper, but they're good quality sketchbooks. I mean, really good. So, um, yeah, that's true, Nathan. A lot of your work isn't even a painting. Yeah, I can imagine that for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'll do books based on season or anything, but I can do them if I end up ever traveling more and painting more plein air. I can do them by like location, like Europe, America, Asia, or just do them by country I went to. Here's England and France. Here's other countries that I plan to go to in the future. Um, So could be cool. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. I don't have a plan for it anytime soon. I I only have over 100 and like 100 and I don't know 130, 140 sketches maybe. So, and a lot of those aren't that great. I only want to put like the best in there. So it's gonna be a little. It'll be a little while. Yeah, 7 by 10, 20 sheets, $32. Yeah. See, it's a little more expensive now, and they put more sheets in them. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely more cost effective if you could somehow make your own, which I don't have the capability to do. Like, I don't have a machine for this thing or where to get this board, like, and how to cut it, and I don't even want to deal with that. So for me, it's worth it, but um, if you have a place locally near you that could put rings on a thing like this, you can cut your own paper. This paper, uh, you get one sheet and cut it down. It's pretty cheap. Um, But yeah, that's the good thing about these is, like you said, Cubs Win says can't buy arches usually in sketchbooks. That's the good thing about these because you can have arches in your own sketchbook. And, they used to be like 20 bucks, I think, something like that, 18 bucks, maybe 23 bucks or something like that. Yeah, now they're a little more expensive because they use like a higher quality board on the outside or something, and they put five more sheets in them now. So now they're 20 sheets instead of 15, which is kind of cool. Um, so anyway, yeah, if you ever want to get one of those, or anybody ever wants to give me a Christmas gift or something, or a birthday gift, whatever, now you know. That's what I like. Or, whatever. Anyway, um, I be good. How you be? Cracky. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here, folks. I was gonna get off here a few minutes ago, but yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna go get some dinner. Take care of yourself. Peace, my friends. Here's one last look at the painting before I get off here. So, pretty good. Now that I look at it again, pretty good. I like it. I like it. We did it again, folks. We did it again. We got it. All right.